Yeah.
I was just telling Vic that I found someone to be my Prince Ali, so
it's so exciting. I might impose myself on that photo shoot. I don't know if you guys heard.
Yes, no, you totally
I
should.
invited myself.
No, it'd be awesome if you came, Liz. It'd be so much fun.
It's always nice to have a handler at shoots. I tell you what.
Hey guys. Sorry, I probably should not be crunching on camera. Hi guys. Welcome to CosTalk Live. It is so great to see you guys. Sam is usually the one that runs these streams because she is awesome, but she's taking the day off today, so
Good for Sam.
Yeah, she needs it.
Okay. Has Sam like literally ever missed a CosTalk?
No.
I think this is her first one.
Yeah.
Like amazing.
She's always running it, which is great. Like, I mean, I'm happy to run it too if she ever wants the time off. It's not a problem. But she loves to do it, so it's awesome. We love
Sam is just like superhuman. Like, I don't know how
really is.
Oh my god, I know. I'm like, Sam, you do it all.
Like, this is the first vacation she's taken from this live stream since we started it. Just how? Anyways.
So guys, today we have back our returning guests, Bros and Cons, Vic and Katie. They are local photographers and videographers, and they do a lot of cosplay music videos and documentaries. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself each while I kind of do a couple of technical background stuff. So, Vic?
Hi, I'm Vic, and that's my introduction.
No, keep going.
Vic, where did you like learn your amazing skills of like media production?
That's a long story. I started doing all of this when I was like 10, I think. So long time, and then programs through middle school, high school, and then I met Katie in film school, and that's where this broship began. And then we started shooting cons in 2016. Yeah, 2016. I'd been to a few before and kind of like played around, but nothing super official. And then that's when it really took off. So we've been almost 5 years now, which is crazy to think that we've been doing it that long, but it's been great. Your turn.
I'm Katie. Vic and I have known each other now for 10 years, which is insane. And yeah, we started Bros and Cons once I moved down here from the rural north, and we've never looked back.
So simple. And you guys both run Bros and Cons, which, guys, they're awesome. They're local here in Phoenix. They do lots of amazing stuff. And Vic conveniently left out that she used to be a cosplayer.
Oh yeah. one time.
I find that a huge perk in a photographer, because if they've been in front of the camera, they're more likely to catch any like little mistakes or lighting things, just because it's like, oh, we've been there, we've done that, we know what you're doing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I do have another one I'm working on too. It's just
so tell us about it. Tell us about your first one. Tell us about, what you're working on now.
Oh, okay. Here, let me pull it up.
Let me just.
Let me see if I can find it.
You didn't have it queued up? Oh,
yeah, I didn't think about that.
Naughty.
Back in my head.
No problem. Katie, what about you? Like, you ever have like a cosplay that you thought about doing?
When we had when we thought that cons were still going to happen before, the 2020 misery, I was going to do Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Because we had a panel lined up at Phoenix. Is it Fan Fusion?
Yeah.
Okay. Phoenix Fan Fusion. Okay. Thank you.
But you still could make it.
I want to now. I have a full-time job, so I'm bad at handling my personal life when I have a job. But I've never. My mom and my Thea are great at sewing. Like my Thea in particular is a seamstress. She's an artist, and she's been featured at museums across the country.
Really?
But wow. But I've only ever picked up embroidery, so I know how to embroider. I can hand embroider, but I cannot sew.
Oh my god, you need to share your auntie. Like, I've never heard this from you.
Yeah, my Thea is Annie Lopez, and they actually just made the other day Annie Lopez Day in Phoenix.
Really?
So, yeah,
Dang, Katie!
she's
not
awesome.
know. We were
like
celebrate
celebrate
Yeah.
So me and my boyfriend made a mini documentary about her when she last featured at the Phoenix Art Museum, and our little documentary showed alongside her pieces.
Oh my god!
She does a lot of work. She does a lot of work with tamale wrappers. She makes those into dresses, and she's amazing. Let's see if I can pick something up from her.
That is so cool, Katie. How did you like?
Yeah, like this is a great information. How did I not know this?
I'm bad at talking about myself. Like I'm so bad at it.
Well, we got an hour, Katie.
Yes.
So.
We need to hear more about your tia. She sounds so cool.
So they were part of this art collective in Phoenix in the 80s and 90s called Mars. It's something that I want to do a personal documentary about. It was a lot about trying to showcase Chicano artwork in Phoenix, and they were revolutionary. And so, yeah, she's been around for ages. I don't know. Can I share my screen?
I'm actually trying to share mine right now.
Oh, Vic finally got hers queued up.
Are you ready?
I don't know if it's live
Are you ready, Vic? No, it's not.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay.
Sorry, we'll segue back.
No problem. Look at that.
Look at my bro.
I mean, Vic, what's your cosplay name, or what would be your cosplay name?
I don't have one.
Vic Cosplay.
Vico Cosplay.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yep, that's it.
Vic, you should do Victus.
Victus.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks amazing for like a one and only cosplay someone's done.
That was it. I think I worked on it for slowly over like 4 or 5 months.
Wow.
January
looks
to
good.
And
now, what do you have planned?
I've got another one actually. So another Mando.
Mando from the Mandalorian.
Actually, the helmet is done. It's just I'm kind of like basically taking this one and refitting the pieces, and
okay,
so
my
cool.
weight has gone way up, which is good actually. So
That's
I gotta refit the suit, and it's
the pandemic standard. Don't worry.
Oh
man.
So, and then I do want to do a Tally cosplay for Mass Effect still.
Yes, please.
Nice.
Yes. Because I have a Liara that I've been trying to do for years, literally years. And then Sam's going to do, she's going to do, not Garrus. What is Garrus's alien line? She's going to do a female Garrus character.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's so funny because we were just talking about how nostalgic we've been for Mass Effect lately.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe Vic will go in front of the camera and I can go behind.
Yeah. Totally. I mean,
in Pros and Cons history.
Yeah, we could totally.
Yeah.
And we could probably even put you in something, Katie.
We should probably remember
any short characters in Mass Effect.
Yeah, why not? Well, I mean, characters where you can put you on stilts and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Liz is gonna be somebody, and Kii-Chan's gonna be somebody, and we're just gonna recruit everyone into the
who am I?
I've never played before. I have no idea. I just know the costumes from my friends.
I'm just as Kii-Chan. I have literally the only thing I know about Mass Effect is that it's called Mass Effect, and Sam did a costume from it that was really, really cool.
You know, Liz would be a perfect.
My knowledge.
Liz would be a perfect fem shep. So I mean,
we should probably remember to introduce ourselves as well. Like.
Oh yeah,
Liz, do you want to start?
Yep, let's do it.
Yeah, we can totally do that.
Okay,
and then,
obviously, Pros and Cons is not going to brag about themselves as much as they need to. So we're gonna brag for them for an hour, you guys. So strap in. Here we go.
Absolutely. So
actually, I have a photo of my new helmet too.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. That's right. You sent it to me.
Yeah. 1 second. Let me pull it up.
But
here.
introduce yourselves, please.
Oh yeah, we didn't do our introductions, yo.
That's what I was saying.
I'm sorry, Kii-Chan, go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Kii-Chan Cosplay, the Pacific Northwest cosplayer of the group. I've done a little bit of everything. I'm finally kind of getting into the media end of things. I've been learning how to do filming and video stuff for TikTok and other projects that I'll be announcing at the end of this episode. And Yeah, media is it's now such an important part of cosplay. Just the pandemic has really made it more of a, well, here's cons and you can have fun at cons, but if you want to keep cosplaying and stay within the community, a lot of it's just shifted online. So this is an interesting episode for sure.
Yes, absolutely. And Liz?
Hi guys, I'm Liz from Ambrose Cosplay, and if you follow the Ambrose Cosplay Instagram, you know that it's really just a thinly veiled fan blog for bros and cons. I've been cosplaying. I'm one of our Arizona cosplayers. I've been cosplaying for about 8 years now, and I am definitely not like a media expert as far as like, you know, doing self shoots and stuff. I have not really improved very much during this quarantine. I know some people have, but I have not. I'm still like really bad with like the lighting and the angles and all of that. But I mean, it's fun to learn for sure. Like I definitely got like a tripod and a ring light. I took a digital art class last year and kind of learned like how to do Photoshop and like photo editing. But now that I don't pay the Photoshop subscription anymore, like I feel like I've kind of fallen out of practice with how to do a lot of those things. So I think a lot of that cosplay media stuff, while I am interested in learning about it, I definitely outsource a lot to experts still, like Bros and Cons, to help me with that aspect of it. For sure.
Generous of you to call us experts.
You guys are. Shush. That's why you're on our show twice.
Literally every picture you have ever sent me, I have been like, be still my heart. Like I have perished. Goodbye.
Oh man. All right. Hi, Joe. Joe says, hi, ladies. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love to see you guys. Okay, so I am Jessica from Jinx Cosplay. I am also an Arizona cosplayer. And I've been cosplaying since 2001. I love Bros and Cons too. I help them if when they need to with their booth or whatever's going on, but they're really awesome. And wow, I don't know what else to say. I did want to say that Liz mentioned like TikTok videos and stuff. We actually have an episode coming up focusing on that. So a lot of your self videos, self media, we'll have a whole episode on that. So if you guys have questions about that, just stay tuned. We're going to focus a lot more on like Bros and Cons and like their production of videos and pictures and everything like that. And if you guys
magic, oh my god.
Yes. And if you guys saw, we do have a previous episode with them. So it's going to be a recap and some additional stuff because we're obviously in a completely different time these days. So yeah.
How long ago was that? Was that pre-COVID that we did that?
I think that was at the beginning of COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we started
we started
after COVID, yeah. But it was like COVID. Back when it wasn't so like intense.
I remember we thought we were gonna go to Tucson Comic-Con when we did it.
Yes. Yeah, it was definitely in the spring because we were like, oh, in August, in September, in October, and then that didn't happen. Well, I was actually watching because I have to watch all the videos to get notes, and I was watching one, Liz, that we had done like the first or second episode, and you're like, yeah, hopefully by the fall. We're like, oh.
We were doing in the day that we were doing in March. I feel like March, I forget what the exact date in March that everything kind of like everyone collectively was like, okay, let's buy all the toilet paper that exists.
Oh yeah.
But whatever day that was in March, like I feel like that's gonna hit real different this year.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
I definitely remember it because we were closing on our house on March 30th. So it was definitely before then because we were like, oh crap, what do we do?
It was March 11th was the day everything
everything changed.
You took
Emerald City Comic-Con is during that little bit in March, and so I remember that was the first con that like for me like took the hit, and we were like, oh shoot, like this is going to be the rest of the year.
Whatever they're going to do.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be the first con of the year was supposed to be Taiyu, which is at the end of Jan, and LibCon, Tempe LibCon, which obviously we've just gone and passed. It feels so weird. Like I see the memories pop up and I'm like, oh, I miss it. So
well, we had so many plans in 2020. We were like, this is going to be the big year for Bros and Cons. And we didn't start feeling comfortable enough to even just do outside shoots until, or outdoor shoots until September.
Mm-hmm.
When did we shot with you guys last? Like before?
Yeah, you guys were the very last ones. I think we did it like the last weekend of March.
Yeah.
And even then, it was just awkward and a little.
I know.
Yeah.
It was so crowded there at the area we were shooting. And
The
we're
riparian, yeah. We
yeah.
go to the riparian now almost every Sunday to walk mango, and it's still quite crowded there. So it's an outdoor space, but we don't really stay around the park. We go into the reserves, so it's a lot less congested. But around the park, I'm surprised there's still lots of people out there.
We went to Papago a couple of weeks ago, just to play around with our cameras, and we couldn't even find a parking spot because everyone was there. It was wild.
Yeah,
it's getting harder and harder to.
We're still pretty locked down here in Seattle.
Really?
Yeah, no, things have. I mean, we just opened up to a new phase, but like everything's still really quiet and like
phases?
yesterday.
Arizona, Arizona's like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I think we're in phase 3 now officially, but we've been on lockdown pretty much this whole time, and yesterday was the first day of work that felt like pre-pandemic. Yeah. Wow. No, it's been really, I work at Costco, and so my store is almost always insane, but yesterday was the first day that I'm like, oh, this is a lot of people. I haven't seen this many people in this building in like 10 months.
It's also Super Bowl weekend though, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
That's why there were a lot of people, but
forgot about that.
You know what, you guys, like, I don't watch sports.
Me neither.
So, like,
we were talking earlier.
It was Super Bowl weekend. I was like, was there football this year? Like, I didn't even I don't know who's in it. I don't really care either. But
I don't know either.
Was there a season of football that happened? I just did not even notice.
If I'm not mistaken, they were doing a lot of sports stuff with
I know what you're gonna say.
Like cardboard cutouts, like
God,
fans in the stands.
That's
it looked like the prequels.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
The Star Wars prequels when they're doing the pod race, and it'll like pan over to the audience. So that's essentially what it was.
That's exactly what they're doing. They actually made a jab at that in one of the Super Bowl commercials. I don't know if you guys saw it yet, but I think it's a beer commercial.
I feel like that's unnecessary because like the whole world knows like you don't need to have a they're not going to
who are you fooling? Is it? I guess maybe it's good for morale, but it's just like cardboard cutouts with sometimes people's faces like
that's hilarious.
The Super Bowl commercial that just came out where it's a beer commercial and they're like, when life gives you lemons, 2020 gave us lemons or something, and it's like lemons falling from the sky and it's like hitting people on the head, and it's like it cuts to the people playing football or something, and like all the lemons hit the cardboard cutouts.
That's hilarious. I just gotta cut in here a couple comments. Yeah, Joe Cluck says it was right after Wild Wild West Con, so that still went on I think last year. And then Best Buzz is watching us from Twitch. Hello. He says Kii-Chan looks so cute. Oh, Kii-Chan is so cute. He says at the Super Bowl unless it's a weed bowl. I actually Alan loves the Super Bowl. He doesn't like football, but he loves the Super Bowl because it's so American. My husband's British, so he's always like, yeah, let's do something. Whatever. So yeah, so I've got Vic, you've got something queued up here. Let's see.
Back on track.
Ooh. And this is what you're working on right now, you said.
Yeah, I think that's actually my wife wearing it for me.
Ooh, that's so cool.
So, and she actually wants to do a full Stormtrooper outfit for Star Wars Celebration 2020.
Yeah.
Well, you know what you've become now. You're the crafter. You're gonna be making both of your costumes.
Yeah. I told her, we'll figure it out. I'll help her with it. So.
That looks amazing.
It does look amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's the thing is crafty people tend to be crafty in everything, It's like if you've got a kind of a creative vision, you can excel in everything, obviously, so you can see here. So yeah, it looks awesome.
Thanks.
Well, let's get back into the media though. It's great that you're a cosplayer, but tell us about I guess what it's like now that you are shooting. How has your system changed for doing photo shoots or video editing? Do you have more time to now edit older stuff and that's what you've been working on, or are you aiming for new content? I haven't been following your guys' page, so I don't know what you guys are up to.
This is perfect.
But please share it to everybody.
This is perfect, Kii-Chan, because we know them so well. So for you to bring in the questions,
that's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So I have some photos queued up that are all photo shoots from like this.
So we've been doing since September, October. We've been doing all outdoor shoots. Single cosplayer, just trying to do what we love, and give cosplayers an opportunity to actually showcase their work that they weren't able to during cons.
Well, I appreciate that you guys have very strict and clear safety protocols. I know there are many photographers that aren't really doing that, or their safety, protocols are unclear. And I've definitely been like kind of avoiding those photographers when I think about doing a shoot, because I'm like, okay, like, I don't know if you're going to be masked. Like, that doesn't make me feel very safe,
It's really hard, especially when it's somebody and you feel like your walls kind of come down a little bit. Because I know I have a lot of photographers that are very safe, but like when they're around friends, you kind of lose that wall, and like the mask becomes less important. And so that is kind of that catch-22 where it's like, oh, well, I know this person, so it's okay, but no, it's really not. We still need to remember everything needs to be safe.
Yeah, we sent out a mass email, or I think a mass email that outlined our COVID guidelines. And everyone that we've shot with has been really accommodating.
I guess I could queue up the promo that kind of showcases us how we shoot. Post-pandemic here.
Yeah, no, I'm sure everybody's really curious now that things are starting to open up and pick up again. I have this one cosplay that I made, and then pandemic hit, and I've been wanting to shoot with it so bad, just to have something. So I know I want to hear more about how you guys have been handling this kind of situation.
Yeah. Can you extend that maybe?
Yeah, is that on your vertical screen?
Yeah, let me switch screens here.
Oh, okay, because I was like,
oh my gosh, you guys, better. As she's switching screens, like, my husband just set me up with 2 screens, which is the first time I've ever had 2 screens in my office, and like,
life-changing.
I cannot handle it, you guys. I can't handle it. Like, it's cool, but like because one is screen 1 and one is screen 2.
Yeah.
I like constantly I put them backwards, and so like my mouse wouldn't like go to the other screen, and I was just like, I can't do this, you guys. This is
but once you get used to it, you'll be like, I cannot go back to a single screen.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I don't have a double screen because I have a little tiny. Listen, this is my desk width of the monitor, but I have my laptop, so that kind of helps like dual managing. So we do have a comment from George Grimm on YouTube. Thank you for watching. He says, "Best Slay Vega."
I'm so happy that people know Chisei. Like, Bride of the Ancient Maiden.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, it's such a good anime, but it's so under the table, and like, it got really popular for like 2 minutes, and but they did announce there's another season coming out.
Nice.
So expect new cosplays.
I used to love doing really, really obscure costumes. Like that's all I ever wanted to do because I didn't want to do all the popular stuff. So I always did things that people didn't know about.
I made this costume before the anime came out, before there was even a trailer for it. Like I fell in love with the manga really hard, and then I made this cosplay, and then it came out as an anime, and I just absolutely died.
That's awesome.
One of my favorites still.
I love this promo, you guys. It's so good.
Because you're all over it.
No, that's not right. It's just so well put together.
Every single time we get
James. I don't know if the audio will work.
It should. Yeah. Okay. But James is our videographer that's shot
my boyfriend,
which is Katie's boyfriend. But yeah, every time he's come along, we're always shooting Liz. So
okay, he's got to come along when you shoot me. Okay.
Alrighty, cool. I'll hit play here. Let's see. Oh, 1 second.
Technology.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it looks so good.
I know, I like that location.
Nice. I love it, you guys.
Robert Webb, Papa Fallout from Facebook says, working with them is an absolute pleasure.
Robert!
Oh my God, it is.
We love working with Robert.
Oh, man. You have another one you want to share, or are we going to?
I guess we can kind of work our way down the line here.
we can, yeah, whatever. Like, whatever we can talk about first. How about let's talk about your cosplay music videos. Let's go back to that, because that's kind of where you guys started this whole thing. And you know, I've seen a lot of different kinds of cosplay music videos, and I know it's so much fun to like, you know, showcase all the cool things that you guys have seen. I've seen from, you know, from more the novice to the expert. I would say you guys are definitely in the expert version. And kind of talk about how you guys first started your, I know we talked about this before, but like as Kii-Chan said, you know, there's a lot of new viewers. Talk about your first music video and kind of where you went from there. Like, how did that all start?
Oh boy. Where should we
so first of all, I guess as an outline, me and Vico are huge nerds. And to reiterate, me and Vico met in film school. So we're filmmakers and nerds as well, and big old nerds. So when our first like more official cosplay video, we had I think maybe 15 people, and what we were doing was just finding cosplays that we really liked and saying, do you want to do this for us really quick? It'll take a quick second. And then I had like a piece of paper that I scribbled our information down on. At the time, I don't think we were Bros and Cons for that first one.
No, we didn't adopt that name until I think
the next year.
So where were you sharing it on your guys' personal stuff, or?
Yeah. And so I would just scribble it down on a piece of paper and rip like a little piece off. I'm like, there you go. Have a little scrap of paper where this will be showing.
I think your excuse was we ran out of business cards.
We ran out of business cards. We never had business cards. But then the next year, we planned for a long time about how like that we wanted to do Bros and Cons, that we loved doing it, and that we wanted to make it a little bit more professional, a lot more professional. And so we planned for a long time and started scheduling people with the idea that we wouldn't get that many scheduled, and we would just find people at con again. And we ended up with, I think, 42 people the next year to shoot. And that's when we met you.
Oh yeah. Okay. And who, Liz?
That's when we met.
Liz, we met
okay.
Tucson, actually.
We met Liz in Tucson.
Okay.
Oh,
that year.
It was before that?
Yeah, we met you 2017 in Tucson.
Yeah, it was your tightrope walker.
That's right. I remember.
But
oh wait, so I met you guys first.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we ended up with 42 people. We had a lot of conversations about how do we want this to look? How do we want the motion to go? This is what we're going to be paying attention to as far as cinematography goes and direction. And we ended up with something much better than we had the year before.
So I want to see your guys' first video.
Okay.
Can you share that one? Yeah, that one. You guys are talking about the first one, and then we can move on to the second one and see the differences. And like I said, I've seen a lot of different cosplay music videos, and most people go the route that they went the first time. Is kind of just go around, see who's cool, take photos or videos, and they look great. But you know, there's a lot of things, aspects that they miss, like there's crowds in the background, or there's limited space, movement, whatever. So I love the way Bros and Cons
standing around, you know, like costume rather than having them do some kind of action like in character. Or there's not a whole lot of motion of the camera.
Which is great to see, like more costumes. Like that's a great way to just see like more costumes in one video. I'm probably biased. I love the way that these guys do it because they like.
I think that they do a little something extra.
They do.
They
get the characters. Yeah, they get the characters' kind of personality into it. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to read some comments. George on YouTube says, "I want a season 2 now. All the amazing cosplays that will come from it." So Kii-Chan, you going to keep doing that? More cosplays from Le Vega, Robert says, kind of like a drive-by photo shoot at Fan Fusion.
Oh, so that's Vic. She went to Fan Fusion. I wasn't there. I was still living in Cottonwood, but that's when she met Robert.
I'm actually trying to pull that video up right now just because he's watching.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out where I put it.
I think she met, if I'm not mistaken, she was just photographing and doing video at FanFest the year before we did our first cosplay video together. and she liked Robert's build and just kind of in her very Vic way kind of grinched towards him and then ran away. So.
Oh my God, that's so funny. And so FanFest, if you guys aren't familiar with, was a small kind of mini Phoenix Comic-Con before it used to be called Comic-Con, and it was held in November, and I loved it. It was like, it reminded me a lot of, it was like Game on Expo. Was small, more intimate. You know, I liked it, but they got rid of it to focus on.
That was even a thing until you.
I loved FanFest. Best Buzz on Twitch says, iron your costumes. I've had amazing shoots. Then I look back and there's a huge crease front and center. And that's what I like about these guys, Pros and Cons, because they see details like that. There's a lot of great photographers out there, but I know some do miss those small details because they're maybe more focused on the pose or more on like the bigger picture than the details. So I love to focus on details.
They not really like create magic, you guys. Like, okay, so in that promo that they just showed you, they had a lot of behind the scenes of like my Hades costume. So as I like drove up and I'm getting the rest of it on, the back of my wig completely fell down. So it was like all up, right? Except for that back part fell down. And like somehow like in the pictures, they like managed to make it look like everything was fine. Like everything was fine.
I mean, that's kind of the fine. And normally, like in a non-pandemic situation, I always say have a buddy system, somebody who knows your cosplay, because your photographer might not know who you are or the look of the character. And if they have been a cosplayer before, like these wonderful people, like they kind of know what to look for, like the creases and wig pieces. But if you're going into a photo shoot and you don't know who you're working with, or you haven't worked with them before, then buddy system's great because your friend knows what your costume's supposed to look like and they can kind of spot for you. And so when you start posing, like one of my biggest weaknesses is like my necklace will be out of place, or like I'll have a wig piece out of the place, or just something that I can't catch because I'm not looking at myself in a mirror. And the photographer won't catch because they don't know what your character's supposed to look like, but your friend will be like, hey, wait, stop. Like, let's fix the shirt. Let's fix the wig first. So in a non-pandemic situation, I always try to pressure people to have a buddy system with photo shoots.
I might be guilty of that because like in my past, I worked like in modeling and stuff, and I have a lot of photographer friends that I helped as well. So I might be guilty of that. Like, hey, wait, stop. But because I know that I want good photos, and when I see photos come back and I'm like, oh, why was my collar turned up the whole time? And that's like something you can't really Photoshop, or, you know, I always want to make sure that other people don't have that issue as well. Cause that really annoys me too, is like, oh, this was flipped up, or something that's not easy to Photoshop, you know, like some loose hairs is fine. But when it comes to everything else, you know, it's kind of a pain. All right. So do we have something queued up here? Is that ready?
I got a couple things queued up. Just the shot of Robert here. This was what I shot with FanFest.
Yeah.
So we had Robert on our stream, I think 2 episodes ago, I believe that's right.
And then here's 2016. So this was our very, very first video together that Katie and I shot.
Okay. Phoenix.
Yeah.
And you use licensed music.
Yeah. We're like, we can probably get away with this.
Oh, but that was really cool with the headphones. Like that just blew my mind.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is making me so nostalgic.
This is your first one?
This is our first one, yeah.
First one?
Right? And this was them just finding people, right? You didn't have
I think we had 14 people scheduled, and that was it. Everybody else we found. I found Robert again. So.
Well, no, we didn't. We only had, I think we had half of that scheduled, and then we found
it was a very, very
like Mr. Poopy Butthole over there. We just found.
Yeah, we just found him. We scheduled those guys. Those are some friends of mine.
Oh, cute.
We found the guy. We found that guy.
We found them.
Yeah.
I love the audience in the background.
Yeah.
We scheduled them 3 times.
Yeah. It's just in that con for those 3 days, that group.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Oh, I miss this so much, guys.
Oh God, me too.
We found them.
I can't believe this is your first cosplay music video. Like, honestly, you guys.
Like looking back, oh, I miss him. Looking back, I think all that Vico and I see are not all, but we see the flaws in what we do.
That's what every artist does.
That's true with everything. You guys, like, I went through my costume closet for the first time in October and like was getting rid of pieces. I was hoping to sell a few. I did, but a lot of them I was just like, this is a hobo suit. No one can like, I won't allow it.
So that's what Liz said about one of her card captor costumes. And she's like, I can't sell this. Let me just give it to your niece. And I'm like, just try. So she gives it to me and I'm like, what the hell? This is gorgeous.
This is the issue that I have working with Vic and Liz is like they're both consummate professionals and consummate like perfectionists.
This is not okay. That part is
it's frustrating to me. Not that I'm cavalier about what I do, but like I'm looking at their work like, good Lord, this is fantastic, and they're like,
I know. I'm like, look at all these finished seams, Liz.
Liz, look at this detail.
Oh, that's cool. It ends the same way it started. That's nice.
Love it. Oh, that's so cute. That's such a cute little bookend.
I have to remember that you guys are film students because, like, you just blew my mind. I'm just like, what do you mean that was your first video? Like,
seriously,
it had a constant story. The lighting and the angles were gorgeous. I just like. As a kid who's taken a handful of film classes, like I just can't. Oh my god!
Next one.
Okay, pull up the next
really
one.
Quick.
Yeah.
Really quick, going back to about like the details of the cosplay. Like we try very hard. If we don't know what your character is, we research it.
That happens a lot.
It happens a lot because we're like film nerds, and there are certain like animes and sometimes video games that we're not super familiar with. So we research and make sure that we're doing right by you guys.
Right.
And I think that makes for a better photo or video.
Especially like, even just like trailers or like images of the character like in game or, all of that can be super informative and help us figure out who the character is and what they're like and, what you guys will like too. So
absolutely.
One
so
of
now
the
I want to
things
see.
I try to always do when I'm working with a photographer is I find openings and endings, videos, pictures, poses that I've already kind of pre-thought out, and I throw them at the photographer, and I'm like, "Hey, this is what I'm working on." Because like one of my last shoots was at SoccerCon, and it was with my favorite photographer in the whole wide world, Kanani Design, and they hadn't watched Show by Rock since like it had released years ago, and they're like, I don't remember nothing. But we sent a bunch of pictures and photos, and like that shoot still like I look at it, I'm like, oh my god, it's so perfect. And they were like, well, you guys just sent a lot of really good content for me to work on and figure out what to do with you guys. And like I still can't believe it was at a busy convention center because like you just don't see many people, and it's just photographers are amazing. I'm just awed by you guys.
Having like the duo between you guys. I mean, not only do you guys work really well together, but you kind of get the photography, videography, and direction. I've definitely worked with photographers before that have kind of been like, okay, well, where do you want to go next at a location? I'm kind of like, well, I don't know. Like, where does the lighting look good? Like, that's the part that like I don't know about. I would hope that you guys would know about it. So I kind of I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, where does it look nice behind me? You tell me where we want to go next.
Yeah, it's a couple comments here while Vic pulls up. I want to see the next one after that you guys did. The one where
the Tucson one, right?
Which one? I mean, there's a lot that we did after that.
Yeah,
I mean the one that you did right, like the next one you
right
planned.
after.
Yeah, 2017.
2017. Okay.
So Vaughn is watching us from YouTube. Hello, and Best Bud.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2018. No, 2017.
No, it's 2017.
Yeah, 2017.
Best Bud says I've definitely talked to photographers that don't know the character and they have no interest in researching the character. Such a disappointment. And also, like when you see a lot of photographers, like you meet them on the floor, same time as well. Like a lot of times they'll want a photo of you and they have no idea what you are, but you look cool. So they'll be kind of like relying on you to figure it out. But if you set up time with a photographer and they've done their research, that's definitely helpful. Makes you feel more confident too that they're gonna catch your best side.
Definitely a huge difference between a paid photo shoot that you've spent money at and researched and talked with the photographer versus we just met on the floor and we're just kind of working on the fly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's something we don't do photo shoots on the fly at cons because we like to be more prepared. So we schedule out pretty far in advance for cons.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
You guys, Sam, like with the scheduling, just Yes. I love it.
Chef's kiss.
And you guys planned this how far in advance? Because I remember seeing this online. You guys having people sign up.
Yeah. So I think usually like 3 months or 2 months in advance, we start scheduling people, and we usually like a week or two before the con in Phoenix, we always go and we scout, even though we know the area already like by heart. We go and we scout anyway.
Yeah.
Just to visualize where we can put certain people for each. Because we want them to be in an environment that matches their cosplay. So, and we've almost exclusively, I think, started shooting people we schedule outdoors because the lighting is just better. We have more control. It's not
less crowded.
Yeah.
Although now that they put up those security gates, it kind of throws a wrench in that. So we really had to kind of revise our scheduling for 2018. It was because
2018 the year with the Green Ranger debacle.
Yeah.
2019.
No, it was 2017, guys.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It was this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the year that they're sharing, not this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2015 they added security, so we kind of had to like really plan our schedule around that because once we went out, we'd have to,
stand back.
Granted, we had media passes, so we were able to come pretty
and
easily.
Also, if people don't know, because I think a lot of people know what happened at their con, but then our convention center has like a street in between it, and that street used to be freely open, anyone that could walk through it, but now they've blocked off the street. So you couldn't even go through it if you wanted to get to the other side. So that's what became such a huge problem as well. So yeah. All right.
All right, go.
This is the year after.
I would argue this is still probably one of our best videos, too.
It's like one of our crowning jewels.
Look. That's a great balcony. So cute. The music is so good with it too. You guys
this was like
so
the best song.
Yeah.
You can't use it every time though, can you?
No.
That's such a great Wait, was it Garnet? No, Rose.
Rose Quartz.
Rose Quartz.
Yeah, that wig though.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sexy Gandalf was one of my favorite.
Is the Fallout group? Yeah. That's amazing. Like, look how many people are in there.
I know. We thought it was gonna be like 5 people and 20 of them showed up.
And we were like, yes, okay.
So pretty.
That's so cool.
That alleyway looks great for shoots too.
Yeah.
That's our favorite place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never shot there, guys. We need to shoot there together.
Yeah.
Yes.
God, I miss this so much, guys.
Yes. Look at this. Can you imagine this is at a con, like during a con?
That's the magic of photographers, though. Like,
they really make the magic.
That's creepy.
oh, nice.
Look at that.
That's me. That's Sam.
Sam!
I think that was the first time we met Sam, too.
Yeah, it was.
Wow, look at 2017 was your year, guys. Met so many cool people.
That's the yeah. We did.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Wow. And so you can really see the difference between the two because there's a lot less like background crowds. There's more space dedicated to the actual clip, and I sometimes when I watch one of your videos, I just go through and watch them all. I was like, so cool.
Thank you.
Seriously, I wouldn't even know where to begin planning a video like this, how to do. Like I can't even. You guys, you're so good at this.
I mean, you never know exactly how it's going to look until you have it. I mean, one of the things that we usually do, especially with these longer cosplay music videos, is we rent a hotel by the convention center. Yeah. And that night when we're done filming, we start editing. And then we have a better picture of how the rest of the next 2 days are going to fit in.
I think you guys are like the quickest with turnaround because like the con's over and like 3 hours later, like here's the video.
I think like after one of the Tucson ones, I was like talking to you guys, and on the way home, like Vic was editing.
Yeah,
Vic, when this last Tucson Comic-Con, we had a booth, but we also knew that we wanted to do a music video as well because we love Tucson Comic-Con, and we couldn't have done that without all of your guys' help because we didn't know how to run a booth. We were just like, "Hi, come talk to us." But we were able to get that video finished with like a few hours left in the con. Like several hours left in the con, so we just played it at our booth.
Why don't you guys pull that up? Why don't you guys pull that one up? Because that was your last con video, right?
It was.
And I'm gonna try to share my screen really quick. I have a picture I want to show.
Okay.
If I can, I don't
know.
know.
We'll have where did she go?
Oh no! Oh no! I think she like leave meeting maybe instead of share.
There she is.
Sorry, I don't know how to use this system.
Well, you figure that. I'm just gonna read some comments. Joe says, before a con, how do we sign up for a shoot with you? You guys will have individual shoots
on our social media page. Don't you guys kind of say if
we post on the social media pages? Yeah,
we announce if we're gonna have a shoot at cons. So these days, I think we're gonna start focusing more on photo shoots instead of cosplay music videos, and have like mini shoot sessions.
Which is kind of sad because I love your cosplay music videos.
We might. We're still.
But I love doing shoots.
Screen section. Can you guys see that?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these pictures were taken by Kanani Design, and this literally there was screaming My Hero people right behind us. Like, don't get me wrong, I love them, but like it was a crowded garden in Seattle, and there were so many people.
These
ones. So these were taken at the convention, and these are some of my favorites. Just like, I mean, you can see the buildings in the background, but I don't know how we got so lucky to get this like really quiet spot where we could take these big group pictures.
It's beautiful.
Oops, that's done. Made that one. So yeah, these pictures were taken at a convention, and I'm still shocked at like how it ended up looking so good because how do I stop? Okay. Because there was so many people, like we had to constantly stop taking the picture because we had to let somebody walk between the camera and then kind of reset ourselves. And so, oh man. You photographers, when we don't, as a cosplayer, I don't think they realize just how much work you put into mapping out, figuring out where the pictures are going to be taken, how you're going to get there in the allotted time slot so you don't run over. Like all of that has to go into your preparations.
Absolutely. So I'm going to read a couple comments here while you guys have your video queued up. So George actually asked, what was the Green Ranger thing? So in 2017, what is his real name, guys? The actor that he's at every event, like he loves events.
He played the Green Ranger though, the actor that played the Green Ranger. There was like a guy who like smuggled in like a bunch of weapons to the Green Ranger.
He blatantly,
he just had a coat and he just had him in, and his plan was to assassinate the Green Ranger.
Right. Like from what I
didn't even have them under his coat. He had them out in the open. He was just passing it off as a cosplay.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay.
Security had been kind of lax though, like that first day, or so I heard. I didn't attend that first day, but I heard they were just kind of like waving everyone in, and we're just like, go ahead, like whatever. And so like a guy like showed up to like assassinate the Green Ranger, and like luckily he did not succeed. But like,
somebody tipped off the police, I think.
That's why, his like best friend or roommate or something.
But it sucked. I mean, obviously, like it sucks for the Green Ranger. It sucked for everyone else too because they immediately banned all props.
Yeah.
Anything that resembled a prop, you were not allowed to bring in, which sucks. That was the first year that I made a prop gun. So obviously that was a mess, and everybody was like,
right.
The repercussions of that event affected us up north too.
Yep,
like
it
at
affected
that
everybody.
point, it affected all conventions. Like all conventions kind of went, oh, we have to redo our security system.
Yep.
And then they added like metal detectors and all that, and like just overnight, like they had to change their entire security protocol. And
Yeah.
Yes.
it was just a mess.
So that's
It
what
was,
that was.
rough.
So if
And
you
we really did. Sorry, we had to kind of accommodate people that year too, because a lot of people wanted to bring props.
Yes. So if you are familiar with changes at your local conventions, weapons policy, it's our fault. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
A couple more comments. Best Buzz, do they look for anything specific for costumes to film? As far as I know, you guys like to film a variety of stuff.
We'll film anything, and you kind of like we'll look at what's popular, like movie wise, video game wise, and we're like, okay, we have to get like at least like these 5 or 10 cosplays or look out for them, even if it's something that we're not into at all, that doesn't matter,
And you can even see that they did 2 Meridas, so it's not like they can be like, oh, we already have one, we can't have another one. So you guys, they're pretty awesome.
That was a
about
good transition.
Yeah. And then Sarah says, first thing I want to do in Arizona when it's safe to do so again is book a cosplay shoot. I super miss doing photo shoots in AZ, and then the only one local photographer that you'll shoot with. Okay. Too many bad experiences with photographers in New Mexico. Oh, that sucks. Oh,
sad. And you have to be careful, like with photographers you don't know,
yeah.
I think if
you can usually ask around for
recommendation.
Somebody that you can
yeah, exactly. Like if somebody is shot with them, or I know I'm in a group that's like, like Jess, I think you're in it too, and Vic, I think you're in it too. The women's like photography for Arizona, where
they
like
talk
a
about
lot of people kind of suss out like the not very good photographers, and they're like, don't work with this person, and it's like good to know. Like I'm glad somebody revealed that information.
Yep.
All right,
if a photographer ever tells you that you don't bring anybody to a photo shoot, that's your first red flag. Like you can always have somebody with you.
Yes. All right. So this was the last music video that they've done, and this is one of my favorites. So and Tucson Comic-Con was so much fun too.
It was. After this, I would like to share some of the photo shoots we did this past fall too.
Yeah, because we're running out of time. Oh my God, we're out of time already. Jeez. Oh, that guy.
Whoa.
I like this song too.
Oh, Magic.
That's Magic and Mischief. They're going to be on a future stream. Sam and Lena. Oh, that's me.
Wow.
That's my favorite. And we're definitely more limited in what we can do at Tucson because it's a smaller convention center.
Yeah, it's very small.
Oh,
could they get any cuter?
I know, right?
Ridiculous.
My favorite so cute.
But even for a small con, wow, this is impressive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cosplayers at this con for sure.
Yeah. There's probably more cosplayers than non-cosplayers there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Me and Lena. I love this one. This is probably my favorite clip of the whole video.
So
Cool.
That's like my favorite clip.
Oh my gosh, Hale. Oh, she's so pretty.
She's awesome. I love her.
I love this ending.
The, like, way to punch me right in the feelings.
I know.
That's what we're here for.
So while you're pulling up some more photos, I'm just gonna more comments. Sakura says, "Rom, beautiful." Best Buzz. They ran into us like 2 times while shooting.
They took up a lot of space. It was rough, but obviously I had a fantastic photographer who was able to fix that.
Yes, George. Yes, always one crazy person ruining good things. I know that's why we can't have good things. And Robert says, definitely find someone you trust and feel safe with. I feel like it is okay to try, working with new people, but always have someone that you trust with you.
Right,
and let people know where you are. So hey, I'm gonna go.
look up reviews, talk to other cosplayers. Everybody in the community is usually pretty open about experiences that they've had with photographers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So walk us through, Vic.
Okay, so this is in no particular order, kind of what we've been up to this past fall. So this is Brandon here. I don't think he has a cosplay name, does he?
I think he might. Give me a second.
Yeah, he's kind of become one of our regulars now. I feel like we've picked up some new clients lately. So this is one we did with him. He wanted to do a Leon.
Where is this?
This is in the alleyway.
In the alleyway that we shot the Fallout group in.
Okay, we need to go to the alleyway.
I feel like you and I need to do like Go-Go and Honey Lemon from Big Hero 6. And like, do it in this. Like, it looks like perfect for this.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
That would be awesome.
We just signed up for another cosplay for each other. Let's do it.
So yeah, we've kind of upgraded on gear lately. I actually got a new light that we're going to be using with Sam later today when we shoot with her.
Oh, yeah.
But this was we just got it, so none of these photos have our new lighting setup yet, except for I do have one shot of Hale that's kind of non-cosplay related to show. So yeah, we've kind of upgraded on our gear a little bit. Like we have those light tubes that you saw in our behind the scenes, and those like they change color, everything. Like they really create just this awesome look. I think what's giving him, let's see. Oh yeah, the light on his face is from the light tube. Sorry to get so technical there, but
no, that's what we're here for.
Yeah. So moving on. So this is another one.
I'm
really happy with this one because we actually like wanted to mimic that style of like 60s lighting. So we cut out like this piece of foam board and made it look like it had that blinds look to it.
Oh wow.
So and we shined a flash through it. So that's how we got that look of like making it look, from that style back then.
What I like about you guys is you do a lot of the actual physical effects.
Yeah. So big on that.
Yeah.
I think I might have I might have that one of Liz that's Katara in here. This photo here, this is another one. This was on top of a parking garage, and so
they're great for photo shoots.
This is probably the most heavy Photoshop thing I've done, but that window in the back isn't real at all.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, cool. So we wanted it to kind of look like some office space.
Do you use gels for your like moisture lighting?
Yeah, cool story here. I actually forgot my gels that day, so that's doggy poop bag.
tied onto the flash with my hair tie.
Oh my gosh, you guys. They do it all.
It works. So.
I just want to mention in here while we're doing this, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them in the comments while we take a look at some of these photos.
There it is. So this is a practical effect. There is a little bit of Photoshop.
I got a BTS video of this shoot, by the way.
Cool.
I don't even think I gave it to you guys.
Oh.
So basically,
did you get the part where Marcy like watered me right in the face?
I might have.
My favorite part, personally.
I have a couple of different videos.
I just heard Marcy laugh from the background. So for this one, my wife just like wrung like a towel and had the water drop, and so it created that look of floating like rain. And then there is a little bit like the rain you see in the background. That is like fake Photoshopped rain in there. Kind of blurred it just to give it some.
But the most important part of those droplets, which are real, are legit.
Yeah,
real.
Those droplets are absolutely 100% real in the front.
One of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Practical effect. It's so cool.
Oh, that's neat.
That was the same day, and this was the last photo shoot we did before we stopped shooting for 6 months.
And I was nervous because I was like, how are we going to make it look like kind of beachy? I mean, it doesn't look super beachy, but it looks as good as it did considering we were like in the middle of the city.
Exactly. We made it work.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, I would have known.
Cool.
Look how cool it is.
Yeah. So again, this kind of has like our classic fog in it. So.
Oh, I love the fog.
And you guys use fog cans.
Yeah.
We just got more too. So like fog is a big thing for us.
Like isn't it even a Bros and Cons shoot if they don't use fog?
There's something wrong. Like either we're out or we're afraid to set off some sort of fire alarm.
Yeah.
Those are like the only reasons we don't use fog.
Which we have done. So Yeah, there's another one.
Yes.
So this was our first shoot. This is the same person. This is Joe. He's a great cosplayer. We were going to shoot with him this past weekend, but we had to reschedule with him. But he was our very first shoot back.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
So yeah, he patiently waited to shoot with us for like 6 or 7 months. So,
Wow.
props to Joe. This is Bob. Great cosplayer as well. We shot him in the alleyway too, so we utilize that alley a lot.
I've never shot in that alleyway. I need to go.
Yes, we're going to.
Okay, gotcha.
So a little bit of Photoshop involved on this one. I kind of added the lens flare for the ring, but everything else, like the lighting and all, is real. We use the tube lights for that. And there's Liz.
The pros and cons star.
Like somehow, like you guys. So during this quarantine, my skin has been super dry. Like probably because I don't go outside ever. And so like my makeup was like not super great. And I was like, sorry, like this is the best I can do. My skin is like flaking off my face, and they made it work somehow.
Yep.
And this was just at like a family run pumpkin farm in Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little pumpkins just kill me.
It's so cute.
This one was good too. There's a little bit of Photoshop in that one actually, because
there was a person.
There was a person, right? Like you took out a whole person, like a whole
person in the shot. The fog that's real low hanging to the ground there, that's actually fake fog. That's not our real fog.
Oh my god, how dare you.
I didn't even know that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was there and I like didn't even know.
Yeah, and then we used our light tube lights again to get that purple blue lighting effect. And
the like Tim Burton forest look that you guys have achieved.
Here's another one. We're actually shooting with Sam at this exact same location later today.
Yeah.
It's such a good location.
I need to shoot there too. That's so cool.
Great. So yeah, again, a little bit more Photoshop involved in that one with the thumbs.
No, we just set her thumbs on fire.
Her thumbs don't really go on fire.
But everything else.
My thumb's on fire for the shot. Like little.
I don't know how many times I've asked myself, how much of myself can I catch on fire before Dobby's too dangerous? Like, I'm actually going to be working with a little bit of pyrotechnics, but I do have a lot of science behind me and lots of help. So, like, cosplayers don't do this at home. This is something that I'm working on.
Yes.
And doing heavy safety precautions to make sure I can do it correctly.
And that's really cool.
Is this with your new lighting?
Yeah, so this is with the new lighting, and I got to show off Hale a little bit because she was our first documentary subject.
Is there anything Hale can't do?
I know, right?
No.
So, yeah, this was a test shoot we did. We're going to do the actual shoot with her doing her aerial arts in a few weeks.
Nice.
Hale is like a literal like Renaissance woman. Like
so cool.
How she does everything. She and Sam.
So,
awesome.
Yeah, but yeah, the lighting looks great, and I can't wait to start using it on all these cosplay shoots as well. So we've done a couple shoots that aren't cosplay with the lighting so far, and it's great. So yeah, I'm excited to shoot with Sam today because we're gonna get some good stuff. I'm
excited to shoot again with you guys. Like
I know, me too.
I swear I have something for you. It just like, has not arrived, and I don't want to like be like, let's schedule this, and then like if it doesn't fit or it looks stupid, then be like, just kidding.
I want to share this video because I don't think I've given you guys this video. I don't know why. But
is it the one where Marcy squirts me in the face?
No, I'll have to find that one.
You have that? Because I want that.
I might have it. Let's see. Hold on a second. Where?
Like literally, the shot is just my face, like.
Yeah, I think I do have like raw photos of that somewhere. I'm gonna have to dig those up after this.
I love it.
But I'm curious to see BTS from this shoot.
Here we go. It's just random BTS, so you can see it. Okay, just like me, just messing around in the background. So you can see like this is in the park right off the path.
Yeah.
So the people walking by, like, what the heck? Yeah. So that kind of gives people an idea of what, like, it's easy to find a place. You just really need to have the space for, the frame of your photo. Doesn't matter what's happening everywhere else. People can be walking by and, if they're staring, you just gotta roll with it because we got a lot of stairs.
Guys, I have no spatial awareness. I like need the photographer to tell me, like, you need to stand here and look here. Like, I cannot handle it on my own, let me tell you.
Yes.
There's like pictures of like self-shoots I've taken at home where I'm like not even looking at the camera. And I'm like, how is that possible? There's one camera and it's my phone in front of me.
So we've been doing a lot of chatting because we love Bros and Cons. They're obviously on here for a second time. We've got a little bit over. So we have time for maybe like one more video, Vic, whatever you want to share.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you want me to share?
You want to share something, Kii-Chan?
No, I have to bail soon.
You gotta go soon.
Today,
okay,
so.
yeah, no problem. So while she pulls that up, just a couple more comments.
The promo.
Oh,
George says all these videos
which
make me miss cons. I know we super miss cons so much. Vaughn says I'm always available for +1 support for people who want someone to watch their back, and he is trustworthy. He's a friend of ours, so
Good.
And he does a lot of power armor. So maybe if you get him in the power armor, he'll look even more intimidating. Kat, hi Kat. Kat is another of our fellow streamers and cosplay friends. She does Craftily of her crafter, so check her out. And Vic, are we ready?
Are we doing the cosplay versus the world promo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, this is their documentary series, yeah.
And
I was just about to say, like, I love this one, but I say that about literally every video.
Because she's in
the
them.
thing about our cosplay series is it's kind of been on hold just due to COVID. Like, we did get a trailer done for Robert's documentary because we did a documentary on him. But, you know, just due to COVID, like, when we edited that, it was in my backyard on a projector. So,
yeah,
it's like, you know, and then it got really cold, and so we just haven't had the chance to, you know, edit it since then.
like a lot of things.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll get that one done and the one for Amber Bright done when we can, but due to COVID, there's like, you know, almost a 2-year delay on those, unfortunately. So, alrighty, here we go.
That's a good one.
So cool.
I love it.
Guys, if you're not following Bros and Cons, you have to. They have such amazing work.
So good, you guys.
So good. Yeah. And one more comment. Maya says, great work. Wish I had experience shooting with you before I moved out of AZ. I didn't know you moved out of AZ. Maybe someday. Absolutely. So to wrap it up, do you guys have anything else you want to share? We'll have to bring you on again.
Obviously, yeah. We can actually like talk about what they do.
Yeah, maybe we'll do like a specific subject for each episode.
I guess to put this out there, you know, we're trying to book up a few slots for March. We are going to raise our rates starting in April just because we've upgraded gear. We're getting more experienced at photography. So that is something we are going to do is increase the rates. So if you want to book us at our current rate before we raise them, we have 3 slots available in March. So feel free to reach out. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. We got a Facebook too. You know, just Bros and Cons, like our name. Just look us up, and you know, the more the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Segue.
Yeah. And anywhere else they can find you guys? You have a website, Bros?
Yeah, our website too, brosandcons.com. You know, just like our name. We do have our current rates listed on there. You can see a lot of our photos. It's just, you know, right on the front page. We got a couple behind the scenes videos on there, I think, or at least one of Liz. So yeah, and that's how you can get in touch with us if you want to book a shoot.
Yep, and absolutely, guys, you can always contact us at CosTalk Live too if you want to get in touch with with them or any of our other guests. So Kii-Chan, where can we find you?
Hey everyone. So Facebook is Kii-Chan Cosplay is one word. Instagram is Kii-Chan_Cosplay, like this beautiful thing right here. On TikTok, you can find me as Tiny Rain Cloud, and I have a little announcement. I'm really excited. Starting on Tuesday, I will be starting to air rainy day workshop. I'll be doing 1 to 5 minute short videos on how I build cosplay. It's going to be a series of tricks and tips that's from beginners to advanced cosplayers, just the things I picked up in the last 14 years I've been cosplaying.
Yay!
So yes, Tuesday will be my
awesome.
first episode. So yeah, go follow me.
I will be
I'm
sharing them
so
on the
excited.
CosTalk Live too as well. So you guys
Oh
can,
goodness.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, they're just going to be really short videos, just bite-sized pieces to help you level up your cosplay.
Cool.
That
All
is
right.
awesome.
How about you, Liz?
Well, I'm Liz from Ambrose Cosplay. You guys can find me on Facebook or at Ambrose_Cosplay on Instagram and Instructables.
Yay! And I am Jinx, Jinx Cosplay. I have a website, jinxcosplay.com. On social media, I am the Jinx Cosplay. And just to talk a little bit about CosTalk Live, we do stream every Sunday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on 3 platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So please follow us on all of them. We've got a schedule set up so you can check to see some of our future episodes. And I'm so excited, guys, to tell you that we are going to have Yaya Han back on February 28th. So that's the last Sunday of the month. And big news, because she's got a new cosplay fabrics line coming up that we're going to be showcasing. And we are running a giveaway in conjunction with cosplayfabrics.com. We're giving away 3 prizes. So we're giving away a cosplay foam package, a $100 gift card to Joanne, like what the heck, and Yaya Han's book, Yaya Han's World of Cosplay. So we're gonna.
Are you sure like we can't do this? Or what?
So,
my nightmare.
Yeah, so keep an eye out, guys. We're going to be putting out that giveaway instructions really soon and announcing the winners live on the stream.
And it's excluding Hawaii and Alaska and Canada. I'm so sorry. We tried hard. Ask your friends from other states or countries to enter for you.
So just the contiguous 48 states, 18 and over only. We do apologize, but we hope that you guys will spread the love and the news and tune in with us next week. And next week we have, oh gosh.
It's couples. We're talking about cosplay. Couple cosplay.
It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we're actually going to be doing an episode on Valentine's Day. I'm really excited because my partner, Sakura Elric, will be joining me.
And we're going to have Magic and Mischief as well. You've seen them a lot in here. No more with the baby because the baby's out. So, yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Bros and Cons, for your time, of course, and your talents. So, we'll see you guys all next week. Bye. Bye.